everybody. Welcome back to the NNL Grand Finals, the World Series here, featuring the East Coast versus the West Coast. We have the Luchadors representing the East coming out, although the 2 seed at the end of the regular season, they came out on top of the playoff for the East, and you have Chris Toasty coming out of the West, both two extremely dangerous threats on both ends of the field, both batting and pitching. And I'm joined by none other than B Mills. B Mills, how you doing today?
I'm doing excellent. We got another great night of baseball ahead of us. As you said, two great teams here.
And two very different styles, if you be real honest here. We have the chem train of Toasty with all this Bowser chem. I mean, he got some good deals out in the middle of the season, able to acquire a bro. He's got the double green Nokis. And on the other side, we have Luchadors with Dixie DK Chem, featuring their own Green Noki. Green Noki seeming to be the hot topic of this season. Anything to look out for?
I'll say it. I think Nooch has the best Donkey Kong. I don't know if it's just personal bias because I've had plenty of perfects hit off of me, but it's one of the best out there. And on Toasty's side, I mean, if you're going to draft Bowser in the one slot, you're going to build around him. He's going to be your guy. So I'm looking for both the heavy hitters to do a lot of damage.
For sure. I mean, that's why they drafted them with the picks they got. They're the leaders of their squads, and we're going to start off this first pitch here, a ball. And, you know, Toasty getting that Bowser, he's had the first pick for a couple seasons now, is the Luchadors are going to start off the game with a single, that green Noki, batting, I believe, 760. One of the top averages for the season.
Went from miss 600, and Nooch went out and said, I'm going to make it 800.
For real. And the same thing for Toasty on the other side. This is going to sour in the center field. Should be caught by Green Noki. These Green Nokis have just been quite the highlight of the season. A lot of people not really taking advantage of them from the previous seasons. And last year was this top, or missed 600 as you said. Now we see her in the 700s and climbing to even get to 800 possibly. And knowing that for next season, maybe they'll be on the rise. Who knows?
I mean, bat's definitely there, and defense isn't terrible either. You got pretty good speed, and it may not look like it on the field, but similar size to Pianta, the fellow Mario Sunshine.
That's true. And we're going to have a couple swaps here. Not sure if we're going to swap the DK pitchers, but I assume yes. But it's interesting because Pianta looks bigger, but actually has a smaller hitbox than you'd think, and Noki the inverse, where she looks smaller, she has a bigger hitbox, so definitely benefits the team and all the chem that they have throwing into the infield. But that's going to be pulled by Bowser, going just foul, and you got to be careful with this bat. You don't want to give up a lead early on.
Yeah, very difficult to make Bowser sour. So, and with as high as power as he's got, you know, it starts off, we're already maxed, and we add another 50. It's going to be crushing that one.
The good thing though is, it lands in the field instead of going out. Barely doesn't make the throw in time. And if you're Nuche, you pride yourself on your pitching. That's one of the things that's carried him through the season. Toasty, on the opposite end, his pitching stats may look good, but it's honestly because he's been outscoring everyone, so the games don't even last long enough. So if you're Nuche, your goal is definitely to restrict the offense, and that's a great strike out there. And try to get your offense going as soon as you can.
Yeah, definitely a battle of strengths here. Gonna see. Hopefully, Nooch can keep Toasty quiet for a little bit. We do have quite a few decent pitching options. We got both Baby Monkeys and Donkey Kong up there, so a couple mix-ups.
Yeah, as you can see here, we're opting to walk Junior. Interesting, with miss almost 800 over here. Once again, getting on base, loading them up for the blue blob. Should be an exciting at-bat here with Chem afterwards. Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
The first pitch. Didn't have to do him like that. A grand slam here at the bottom of the first gives the Tropical Tumbleweeds a 4-0 lead, and they still have more damage to do with only 1 out, and Green Noki up to bat once again.
I mean, it's another benefit of having Noki everywhere is chemistry for the Piantas and plays for it there.
Yeah, so the thing that like people forget is like you're so focused on, you know, your Bowsers, your Bros, maybe even Junior to extend, then you forget, oh yeah, Pianta's there too. He's very capable of crushing him. We've seen it in the past season where people would draft multiple Piantas and it would take them pretty far. And Toasty trying to defend his title. He won the NNL season 2 as Shy Guy getting the perfect going foul, and Toasty's trying to defend it here again, try to go back-to-back NNL champs.
Yeah, he's certainly capable. One of the best in the Stars on Realm. So. He's doing it with one of the best on the mound. Green Dragon.
As a Bones enthusiast yourself, I'm sure you can appreciate this performance that he's doing.
I mean, he's got a record that's never going to be broken. Started his pitching career in the NNL in 19-0, so not sure that will ever be snapped. Let's hold that record.
That is very true, and he's trying to hold on to that resume here. That went souring, and many of you may be wondering why didn't he start with Berto? Well, Berto's not his captain. He reserved the captain rights to DK, trying to avoid any injuries, and well, it's carried him all the way to the World Series here, so we may see the Stars, but it's very unlikely to come out from Berto unless there's people on and he's feeling confident with the swing, as that one's going to go deep center field. Get a stand-up double for Green Koopa Troopa.
Yeah, the Berto Donkey Kong captaincy, bit of a debate there. I mean, Berto obviously undeniable best star hit in the game, and we started the season with Slice. It's been since removed, but
Has it?
I don't know if it is here, but it is.
I thought it wasn't. I thought we still have Slice here.
I definitely turned the code on when I was playing,
Oh,
but
good.
it's fine. And that's probably.
That should be wall jumped.
Yes, it is.
Beautiful. Nooch not letting the tumbleweeds roll away with this one, keeping it to 4-0. Yes, he gave up the one grand slam, but in all honesty, outside of that, he's been pitching pretty well. But getting jammed there is Red Noki. This Red Noki is probably one of his weakest batters in the roster. I was looking at the stats earlier. I think it's actually the worst one in his lineup. So we're going to see the lefty, Dixie, teching possibly. No. We saw the charge earlier. Just going to opt for a slap. Should be an easy out at first. Going to give the star to the tumbleweeds, and Green Noki up. Would be not surprised to see a great slap here.
Yeah, probably gonna see the Stars here, and we are. But go down swinging strike 3.
Yeah, I think that's the right play to do. Yeah, you could have started for the potential for DK, but you still have 4 more innings to work with if you have the Luchadors. That one's high and deep. Is it going to stay fair? No,
Nope.
It's going to go foul. Just misses. As Junior is now going to get jammed inside. Sour contact record out number 1. Man, Junior's such a tough character in my opinion.
Yep. I mean, it feels like Stars off, slap goes a little too far. Stars on, charge doesn't go quite nearly far enough.
It's just an unfortunate dichotomy of the Juniors. That's another star swing from Green Noki that's just gonna go right to the other Green Noki. It's twice now that's happened, and the blue blob not gonna get anything to convert off this one. Going right to Luigi. Luchadors tack on another star, and they're gonna be up 4-2 with DK to lead off. They're definitely charging here. And this DK, you're saying, it's a menace, honestly. I don't know what it is, but he has just made a connection.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed playing myself. It's hard to fool him on the inside, which is kind of Donkey Kong's greater weaknesses, but maybe drive into that one.
Yeah, that was a thing of beauty. Just as we mentioned it, the captain starting it off well for the Luchadors, giving them a solo shot. And, you know, maybe you could have started last inning, but at least you have extra stars to work with here now. 1-4, you have Yellow Madge leading off, the second best hitter on the team. So, hopefully he can get this little rally starting here. Looking carefully for that pitch he wants. Get that line drive, star swing into left. He burns one there. And just doesn't get the slap there. Opts to not use another star. Wise decision.
Another interesting thing to note: we are at Mario Stadium, so no need to worry about hazards here. You can just kind of find a gap in the field, and line drive should get down most of the time. I'm looking at there, and it's just not going to do any damage.
That's true. Dixie here, getting her to burn a star. The thing that I've noticed with the adaptation of pitching to Noki is you pretty much just need them to chase. You need them to try to go for something outside. And that's exactly what Nuche does there. Excellent awareness. Because any part of the bat, essentially, at a well-timed frame, is going to be a single, whether you use the star or not. And that one's going to sneak through. With Red Troopa Troopa getting on base with Greg following behind.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen it twice now. We force better contact and it goes a little too far right to the left fielder, but even then, that's a risky game to play. You gotta find the right spot on the bat. Swing and a miss, it's just a star burn, no damage.
It's swing and a miss we don't do here. Green Bones getting up, we're diving with Luigi. I think he was trying to bait a run home, but why bait it when you have Bowser up followed by Fire, bro? And we might see the walk here.
You got
Indeed
Bowser
we
up
are.
2 chem links. I don't think there's an easier decision to make.
Yeah, you'd rather opt for hopefully a low trudge here from Fire, bro, even though we all know he's very capable, one of the home run leaders, if not the home run leader of the season. He has certainly been in the last seasons, so. And it's a lot easier to pitch to, you know, you could get him to sour more likely, so. Unfortunately, though, that one is going to deep right center field. It's going to bounce off the top of the wall. It's going to bring in 2 more, and the safe at second. Posty and the Tropical Tumbleweeds taking 2 more. If they get 1 more run here, that's going to get Dixie out. We might see the DK pitcher, Junior with double chem. 2 strikes, trying to put it over the wall.
Just inches from 2 more runs, but say it does give you 2 chemistry links for Junior, but not able to make contact there, striking out. And it's 4th inning for Toasty, but 2 more do come across.
Yeah, and if you're Nuche, you are breathing a sigh of relief there. You know, you were very happy when you got out of there. Without giving up another run, you could pitch Dixie for another inning and continue relying on it. Top of the 5th here, 6-1. Luchadors looking to add something here. That's a perfect shot from Ronald. Right over Ronald's head, as it's gonna make it 6-2 in favor of Toasty. But the gap is closing. Only a 4-run lead now for the Toasty Tumbleweeds.
Just gotta do that a few more times. Perfect contact goes out. Probably looking to chain a few singles. We're charging here with Noki, see what she can do. That's
I'm just
not coming through.
I guess my question here is looking at the lineup. Like, who are you starring with? Like, yeah, you can start with... That's a beauty. Yeah, you can start with Green Noki and Madge, but that's only 2, and you have a full gauge here. I mean, we're going to see it here, obviously.
Right. I mean, we talked about Birdo a little bit, but I don't know how confident you are in Yig. You're probably not going to Banana that Young Charge is one of the best, so...
Yeah, especially with the chem.
Yeah, I mean, Shy Guy's got a pop. Maybe he can put one out, but who knows?
Just late on that swing. DK swinging way too early this time. Inside, not even gonna be close. We're charging here. The final pitch gets him chasing outside. While he threw it, just sneaking it in inside to get that final out. Toasty feeling us good after that. I mean, he only gave up 1 in what could have been a way more dangerous situation.
Mad showing off the defensive abilities there. We're gonna sour here with Blue. You have to fly out to Luigi.
Yeah, and I think one of the interesting things, in terms of like the pitching duel, pitcher hitter dichotomy, is sometimes when people throw those inside pitches, we always assume they're gonna curve it out, and Nutre was very committed to throwing that inside as far as possible. And Toasty, while he did adjust going inside, he assumed it would have been more out and got jammed.
Yeah, I mean, we noticed it more with Donkey Kong and Bowser. They're larger in the box, but if you got that little more room to move there, probably could have gotten a better swing on it. But stop the handle. Gonna pull another line drive star, and that's gonna be down.
It's interesting that he's pulling them. I don't know if he's intentionally doing it or not. Maybe he's trying to avoid hitting it straight to left fielder. But, oh, we're fireballing.
That's a great fireball.
Interesting. Yes.
Two runners on now.
Is it worth 2 stars though?
You got Shy Guy, someone that's perfect a couple times foul, so he's sour off the handle there once again.
Oh my
Junior.
goodness. He's got a second chance at life here. We need to get the Shy Guy on.
Yeah, running out of time here. We'll do only play 7, but it is best of 7, so.
That's true, but now you have a really important question. Do you start here?
I do not. That's crushed.
You do not. That's crushed. It's not going to go out. It lands fair. It's going to be safe all around. Wow, great base run there.
Yeah. Definitely a chance to get caught up a little bit there, but we get ourselves out of it.
Yes, and we're just one swing of the bat away. We're turning this game around. We're sending home. It's going to bring in another run, make it 3-6 for the Luchadors. Looking to tie it up once again with a swing of the bat. Charging with Red Noki. Could star swing. Unlikely, though.
Yeah, I might consider. I mean, you got attack opportunity on that. Not likely.
Well, we have the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be crushed with deep to center field. Unless a bobble happens, we're just going to end the inning there. Luchadors tagging on 1 run at a time, but it may be too little too late. They only have 1 inning to work with. But first, they got to worry about making a stop here. Cannot allow any more runs to progress through this game.
I'm definitely towards the bottom of the lineup here, you know. Big Turtle is lurking right around the corner.
And in fact, he's the 3rd batter in this, so you definitely want to get these 2 out. And that's going to make it over Koopa's head. A double leading it off here. We got Green Bones into Bowser. With stars here, you're definitely going to see a star burnt here. You got to just try to bait a swing somehow. I mean...
Oh, as the Bones guy, I will mention, we are right. We do get better contact zones, but he's only 30 speed. We're going to maybe see a 9-3.
Beautiful.
There it is.
That was a great call out. Nicely done there.
It's not scripted.
We're pitching?
I don't know how to think about this.
I don't agree with this. We're gonna see Luigi not make the play. Luigi, the 17-tool player, dropping his bag there, letting it go through. Bowser extending this to 8-6. Dixie's gonna be tired. I really wished we would have walked there, and you could have even double walked if you didn't feel confident enough pitching to Fire Bro, because you would have had Junior next. But doesn't matter now. It's too late. We're gonna have Red Noki in the mound. Star chance here. Fire Bro up. No one on with 1 out.
Yeah, Bowser likes to hit home runs, and he's done it a couple times now. So.
Well, that's what he does. That's why you draft him at number 1.
Yeah, well, most of your players, they're flat-headed, but it's okay. I think, you know, there's a discussion to be had. Bowser probably should be number 1, but we've seen here Donkey Kong's done extremely well. King Boo, not too shabby himself.
As a KB fan, I endorse the KB 1 pick, but I can definitely see reasons it could go either way.
Yeah, I mean, I think these supporting cast matters more than the number 1 bat on the squad, but when you see Noki comes up big, that's going to give a lot of RBI potential to the hitters behind.
And speaking of Noki, at least she's coming up the bat, has 4 stars to burn now, make it 3, but it's a, wow, that was a ball. That was a really close pitch. I thought it was a strike. That one's gonna be pulled right to Junior, but it's gonna be safe. Barely runs down. And Toasty not happy that that was safe, but we got DK charging. He's gotta look for that inside pitch. And he gets it. There it is. Not that I was telling him what to look for, but he when he gets the inside pitch, makes this a 5-8 game. It's still very doable. You have Madge, Luigi, and Black Shy Guy.
You're gonna get a star back here.
Oh my goodness, another close play.
Do we see the fireball again?
I think you have to. I
Yeah,
almost
last
think you
inning.
have to because you have Black Shy Guy. At least you could tie it.
Yeah. I mean, stars don't carry over, so I don't see why you wouldn't. Maybe. Ooh,
Oh,
great pitch. Great mix-up coming inside there.
and he read that inside pitch, but it might be too little too late. That one's going to land out straight into the glove of Red Koopa Trooper. And that's going to be game one going in favor of the Tropical Tumbleweeds. Toasty taking game one. And anything that we need to be aware of, you think, heading into game two for the Luchadors?
I mean, we saw it all game. Noki gets on base. You got to get some other batters on base, I think.
Yes. I will say, though, that outside of that grand slam in the very first inning, and then, deciding not to pitch to Bowser at the end, or deciding to pitch to Bowser at the end, he pitched very well regardless. I think, his offense was waking up at the end. He tacked on 5 runs in the last 4 innings. So as long as he can keep that trend going into game 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth, he'll be in a good position here. His pitching, it didn't look bad at all. Just gave up a couple home runs, one swing of the bat. And that's something that's easily fixable. And if you're Toasty, your offense has definitely carried you so far. And you're doing very well, but just got to make sure that Nuche doesn't get too comfortable seeing the ball. Make sure your pitching is a little less predictable, as we're going to bring in Diddy here. I believe Nuche, yes, he plays in Castle, so that's why we're going to see Diddy for the clamber and the double count.
You got Ron out of the lineup, I believe, for Diddy.
I like it.
I don't mind it. I mean, you saw Ron get bent a couple times at center field, so maybe. I mean, in addition to clamber, you have a little bit of extra speed. We're not going to bobble, so that's, it takes a little extra stress off the back.
That is very true. I almost, I know we have Madge there, but I kind of wish he didn't. Because it's like, you're having DK clean up, and then, yes, you're going into Madge, into Luigi, into Shy, if you just feel confident enough. But then we're starring with Luigi. I would rather have my star for Birdo at that point, personally. But
Right.
that's why we have him so deep, or have her so deep in the lineup. But doesn't matter now. Our lineups are set and we're walking immediately. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Probably not, but either way, gets a single. It's not the worst of outcomes. Most people do that anyways, and that was just strike. Beautiful things in Stars On is just how some of these pitches can just be disgusting. They should not be strikes, and they are. He's gonna beat out the throw, and 2 on already with Junior out to bat with double chem.
Yeah, I think some of the pitch speed's gonna take away your ability to change directions and really throw those wipeout sliders. So unless you're, heavy side arm like Donkey Kong is, but you can click the corner a little bit easier.
And pending the corners, what we do here just barely touches it, gets the strikeout. Green Noki up to bat, such a menace. Miss almost 800 at this point. Looking to get on. This is actually just a replication of the very first inning of the last game, except this time. Oh, never mind. It still goes through. Noki somehow getting it over Birdo's head. Not what you want to see there. And here it is, the same exact scenario. Are we going to get another perfect from the blue Blom? Or are we going to pitch it well? And this time, Birdo gets the out turns too.
Makes up for it.
Beautiful. And that's what you needed.
You think about swapping the two, but we don't. Birdo able to make a play. Oh, great lead. Another thing great about Noki.
Yeah, that was one of the things I was actually going to contemplate too. I was like, should we swamp Birdo? But at that time, nope. It's the perfect play. And Mitch's team definitely suited for the castle. This one's going to go off the wall. It's going to result in a... Oh, he's running? Okay, I was about to say, it should be a single.
No star there, just misses that. Big difference from last game. Toasty, no grand slam, and Nuge is already offensive cooking a little bit at the last few innings of the last game. But
yeah, and I'm set that he took that first pitch. That first pitch was the one.
Unfortunate double play there. Not much you can do about it.
We're gonna charge here. It's oh my gosh, that's the best outcome. Best outcome. I was gonna say, would you star here just to at least secure a 1-run lead, but I mean, it literally did the exact same effect of a star swing. And we got Black Shy Guy. Had the perfect earlier, just went foul. Looking to make contact. He struggled ever since.
You know, they don't ask how, they ask how many. And right now the answer's 1, so Nooch with an early lead in the first.
Yeah, and I would almost like to see Nooch be a little more aggressive with his stars, considering he's just so limited on like who can use them. At least like he has a number of them, but he's only using it for his line drives, and he has like Luigi. He had Ron, which he could have used either for the Falcon Pop or just for, you know, the regular star. But
you got 2 line drives in Nuki and Madge, and then a handful of pops and Shy Guy, Ron, and then just 2 captains. But
and I like this look here. Getting early into the count, that's what you need to do if you're Nooch. Just throw a couple strikes, get him behind the count, jump there with Birdo, miss it, and Toasty just capitalizing. Gotta get him to chase something there, but now we have Lefty Green Bones. I wonder what's the reasoning. I don't know if he forgot. Oh, nasty double.
When he's on stream, I usually remind him, so probably just forgot, but he did also get thrown out at first in a big moment, so...
Yeah, maybe. But if you have righty bones there, you don't even have to worry about Madge. Madge didn't do anything last game, and now he's already made a huge play. Oh, and that Birdo egg coming clutch, it actually gave him 2 stars, so he literally burnt nothing for that.
That's just a free single. Just what you need.
And that's Birdo's first hit of the series so far. Hasn't actually done anything until this moment. And Nooch, I told you, tacking it on from the last game. Already got 2 singles here. We got Dixie up. We're gonna be going for the charge, I imagine. No, we're slapping. I like it. I think a Dixie slap here is not a bad option.
Yeah.
Oh,
ooh, go for the bunt. I was gonna ask, do we bunt here? You know, short bat.
I don't like Dixie's bunt. I don't know what it is, but I always feel like it pops up, so I try to avoid it.
Yeah. Ooh, great slap. Give you a fireball.
This is perfect though. Because you have the missed 800 over here. Yeah. Or 760 really, but...
odds are in your favor as well here.
There it is.
Get it down.
And you got DK up with Chem. Captain on deck. Stepping into the box, looking to push this lead from 2 to 6.
You have 1 Chem Link charge pitch right down the middle.
Yeah, and you just gotta be careful of chasing. He's chased 2 now. The first one he could have gotten. Both of these just outside of the reach, and he just gets a piece. I mean, he might tag up here.
Ooh. So, Junior being slow saves him there.
That's true.
Although we do on
oh, is it gonna hit the wall? No, it's going over. Nooch, the Luchadors taking it 6-0 here. It's like a reverse of last game. It's a beautiful thing. Toasty struggling and Nooch taking the lead here, looking to try to get this Bones pitcher out of the way. It's gonna get a single here, and I love it. This has been excellent. His offense waking up. The first match being more of a warm-up game.
Yeah, we talk about the pitching, but the offense, no slouch.
Of course not. One of the things of note, for many who may not know, is that these 2 teams are actually the 1 and 2 in terms of batting average. They've been performing quite well this season.
I was ready for you to say draft pick, because Toasty had 1, Nooch had 2.
That too. I mean, Toasty was the 1 seed and Nooch was the 2 seed, if you want to keep going with the similarities.
Yeah.
As Toasty took game 1, and right now Nooch is taking over in game 2. Well,
I lost to Toasty and I lost to Nooch too. I mean, anyway, I'll do up to that now.
You gotta say, I was gonna be like, you have to say that Toasty won and I lost to Nooch too. Oh, that's good. Actually, I didn't lose to Nooch, but that's a whole different story. Great pitching there to Bowser, the full count. Striking him out, the start chance here. Bro gonna hit it right to Luigi. We're not gonna throw to first. Just gonna throw it second. Prevent any additional runs. Any additional bases more so. That was dead center. We're gonna see you clamber. And it's beautiful. That's why you pick him up. Yeah, you're not gonna have Ron doing that out there. As much as we'd like to think that guy can climb up walls, he can certainly not do that.
All he does is hit home runs. So.
I mean, I don't know if I saw one yet, but I'll
He
take
did.
your
He
word for it.
perfected the left.
Oh, that's true that he did. You're right.
He also was too slow to catch a few balls. Did he?
Full count here. Do you throw a strike?
I don't.
I wouldn't have either. I wouldn't have. I think I would risk them chasing it and then have blob. But it's okay. You just got to pitch well. Don't let them get perfect. It's a dangerous game though because I'm pretty sure everyone looks for that outside pitch. And then if you throw it inside, you don't want to be too predictable. And that was just perfectly executed.
Fiance to bat's one of the trickier ones to work around. It's longer than you think, and just because the right-handed bat is so bad, the left-handed contact zones get a little mixed up, and the inside just seems that it just gets good enough contact sometimes, and just lose the yard. But we do have thwomps here, so something to take note of.
Very true. And you know, one of the things I like to do, and as you're gonna see here, I was gonna say one of the things is when I feel like I'm in a slump with a certain batter, I like to just opt for the slap. Sometimes you just need to see the ball make contact. You don't need to charge for the fences. You just need to see the ball in play. Yeah, even if it's an out, at least you got it out of like the batter's range instead of it just being strikeouts. And then you know, once you start feeling confident, then you can start charging. Go for all that other stuff.
Trying to lean there. Yeah, I don't mind the slap from time to time. I think, especially here on Castle, you've got the fireballs in play, so maybe the fielder camps just a bit too long and extends, you know, extra 90 feet on the pads.
Yeah, very true. But Toasty finally holding him scoreless in an inning here, as Nuche has kept him scoreless for 3. Green Noki gonna lead it off here with the Star Swing single. Ron up to bat, already with a home run in the series. Looking to make more.
I feel like we've got a Green Noki on base every inning.
We do. Well, there's 3 of them in this series. They're just really good on Star Zone. That's why they've been on the climb. I don't know if any. The only ounce they've gone is when they line drive right to the left fielder.
Which is another comment.
Yep. So it's a thing of beauty. It's something you love to see. You love to see these. Not that Noki's niche, but with so many stars and stars on, seeing a new character just shine and get the spotlight certainly is a treat. And especially a character you wouldn't expect. A lot of people are, you know, okay on it. Not many people value the line drive. Many people just are so enamored with the pop flies that they don't. Yeah, they just don't think about the line drives. And these two putting on a show here, showing you how it's done, and that's gonna be 2, maybe 3. No, that's definitely gonna. Are we baiting it?
We wanted. I think we wanted Luigi. He might have the stronger arm out there, but
I don't think so. I think Diddy actually has a stronger arm.
Oh, Dixie's got 60. Well, stars on, but yeah.
I mean, Diddy.
Stars off.
Sorry.
So, I think the monkeys do have pretty good arms.
They have good arms normally, so I think that was a costly mistake. You gave up a couple more runs than you needed to, but
doesn't matter. Noki will pick you up.
Noki will get you started, as she has barely every single inning.
Noki Price, she'll pick you up.
Pick you up when you fall down, and DK's gonna
low liner.
Right in the dome. No fireball. I was gonna say it seemed like Toasty couldn't handle the heat in the arena, but clearly he's cut the lead in half. 3-0 or 3-6. But he's gotta be careful here. That's gonna get through. Wow, just barely sneaks through. That was that undercharge or was that a tech?
I believe we were teching.
Yeah, the tech pole somehow getting it through. You just need 1 run. Any pop fly here will do.
Yeah, no lasers in the outfield. We have Ron at home, so maybe something to Greg we have a chance, but
maybe.
I believe Firebird that now.
That's foul. Oh, it's off the pole. Wow, that barely stays fair. I'm impressed. I didn't think that was fair. Green Bones was tired.
Got a thick paintbrush to paint the line out there.
Yeah, sometimes I hit that brush and it doesn't do anything. It's just like foul and you're like so mad.
Ball.
You're like, but it hit the line, sir, I promise. And going right to bro is this second out. We're gonna have Rednoki up. Gonna see the charge or slap? We're slap. I respect it.
Been good so far. Might as well do it again. You get
We're
your
gonna get a
star.
star. Oh,
The mash.
unfortunate. And we're chasing there. Toasty losing his main pitcher, but gets out of the inning. Only allows 2. And Green can start up again.
Here we are. And guess who's behind Blue Pianta?
Another Green Noki. That's probably why he's saving a star for if it gets to that one.
Yeah, I mean, with 1 or 2 on, it's more threatening than leading off.
Let me tell you, it feels impossible to jam this character. Like, it's just
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
like I don't even. I've tried way too many times to try to jam her, and I just never
doesn't
feel
do
like it works. Yeah.
I mean, it's great to see her on the rise. It stars on less played mode overall. Classic, definitely underexplored. We add in duplicates of characters, and all of a sudden they get a chance to shine.
You know, the beautiful thing is, or I guess a detriment is, once we start seeing certain characters become too good, wow,
Take them
that was a
away.
strike. Yeah, once we see they're too good, we're like, all right, you can't have that many dupes. That's what happened last season with all the Fiantas. That's a dive. And that's gonna, I wasn't sure if he was gonna send a second, but nice dive there.
I'm waiting until we have like 4 PDs next season just because he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, we go with all these Fiantas to the 4
Donkey
PD.
Kong and Bowser do too well. King Boo's obviously way too good with Puck Fly, so we're just gonna add more PDs.
Well, that was the thing, right? I wasn't sure. We weren't sure how the 2 PDs would turn out, and clearly still underwhelming enough.
I mean, we
For
had
no
2
one.
on the same team with King Boo, and it still wasn't enough.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. We're gonna have Dixie teching here. It's just what it is. It's a great. It's gonna be off the form. Just PD. It's interesting now because as of late in non-NNL action, we've been seeing a little bit of an appreciation for PD, seeing people use him a little better in terms of batting in big baller mode and any other stars on events. Trying to see him rise because, you know, in big baller, well, he doesn't have a choice. He has to be able to hit the ball.
Yeah.
It's not like he's getting outdone by stars. He is built to hit home runs, and he needs to hit home runs. And some people have been capitalizing very well. Love the pitching there.
Feels like he sours a lot more than the characters.
Yeah. It's either he sours or he just is always late on the swing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just the timing of his charge that throws people off, but it feels like you have to swing really early.
It might be.
And speaking of early, we were missing that one. That one's gonna be crushed. It's gonna be awful. Oh my gosh, we didn't even wall jump. That went through. That's a bang if I've ever heard one.
Yeah.
Then 3 in favor of the Luchadors. Why are we tanking? Oh my gosh, please tank. Just go for it. You're up anyways. You have no stars. Why are we slapping?
Yeah. I mean, any perfect goes out. I'll do well.
Yeah, and even if it's not perfect, just hit it off the thwomps.
Yeah. I mean, not a lot of characters. We don't have super jump anywhere.
That's true,
We're
actually.
jumping right, and we're pushing to the left, or we should be. So.
Yeah, that's true. The best you got is wall splat.
Yep.
The only ability that doesn't actually help your character. I wonder why that's the case. I mean, it's just funny to think that like let's put this ability in that just detriments your team. It's funny though. It's for the memes.
It is. It's the only way to stop a home run.
Wall splat.
It's perfect. It's 300 feet over your head. You might as well wall splat.
That's true. It's the respectful thing to do. Toasty's chasing here.
Yeah. Well, it's not really chase. You got Bowser bats.
I mean, he's still chased. There's still an outside pitch. That one's gonna go foul. Fortunately for the Luchadors. And strike out. Wow, get him in the inside. Excellent pitching, Nuche. I told you. Excellent pitcher. Coming alive here with it in game number 2. It's gonna be a missed a dive though. Oh, I thought they hit Luigi for a second. But works out in his favor. Junior, singular chem.
See if you can finally do something.
Yeah, we're about to find out. He hasn't done anything in the previous series. Struck out a few times or has gotten jammed. It's just hard to line up his bat.
Oh, there
But
it is.
never mind. He lines it up there. The perfect shot. Making it 10-6. Still in favor of the Luchadors, but that's only one run away from getting this Dixie Kong out. And what a perfect time to do it. Except, oh, we didn't dive there. I mean, I would have risked it. At least it was still only going to be a single regardless.
Right.
Now we have the blue blob.
Doesn't really matter. We're still gonna be charging the blob just the same. Eddie should be able to climb the wall. No.
Oh, we got some base running shenanigans. Oh my goodness, and it worked out. Oh my gosh, I thought he screwed up completely, but no. Nuche messing up Toasty in the base pads there. Just, I think Toasty not expecting it to go there, which, to be fair, none of us expected. And he just gets bailed out in time. And now it's gonna be deep. It's gonna bounce off the wall. I honestly thought that went through.
I did get or bobble something. I don't really have sounds.
I don't either, but that's okay. We don't need sound.
We don't need sound. We can see the game. We know what's going on. The Shy Guy. Oh,
And speaking of Shy Guy, hitting it off the wall. We're not even risking the wall jump here. Sending Luigi home. Dang, we went for it. Did we have Kim at home for Bowser Jr.? No,
I
it's
believe
just
I believe
bones.
Frozen left and Bowser's in the first.
Yeah. I think maybe he could have made it with the throw, but doesn't matter now.
Junior's, I think that's the only thing Junior has over the other outfielders. But even then, Mario feels like he just fires missiles.
That's true. And that's gonna bounce off the wall.
Another one off.
Nuche is just waking up. He's trying to respond back with 3 runs of his own. Had a 7-run lead. Now it's up to 5. And
Home field is real.
home field is real. Yep, we're gonna have Dixie. I'm surprised to see the slap here, but I respect it. We're gonna miss.
Yeah.
Unfortunate there. But yeah, Diddy. I was gonna say you could have used your stars, but like burn one to tech. That doesn't matter
right
now.
there.
Oki is right there, but you gotta get Diddy on first.
That
And
might do it.
it's gonna be out. No, the blue blob a little too quick, a little too strong of an arm to.
Yeah, that arm is pretty good.
Yes, it's Toasty down his last 3 outs here, looking to suffer the rare loss. Tying up the series is what Nuche's trying to do here, and make this a 1-1 game.
We knew the strike was coming. Got the perfect contact. Right to the match.
Oh boy. If you're Toasty, what are you thinking here? Do you still fight for this one, or do you try to go for game 3?
You know, I'm just gonna charge to get everything. Might as well. Nothing to lose.
That's true. Might as well. That's 2 quick strikes there. And
this is
the
one catch.
Luchadors, as long as they make this out, are gonna shut it down, and
Ties it up.
excellently done there. Yes. And you know, the interesting thing is that Toasty's squad has been giving up about 3 runs, 3.5 runs a game, and have scored themselves about 11. But I do know we're going to be having a swap here, I believe, in the comms. I know that they're flying through this. So, thank you for having us. I believe the next 2 is Vic and Vulture, if I'm not mistaken. So, should be a great series.
Oh, no.
On their comms.
I thought we were gonna get good. We will not. There's a mistake.
Alright guys, thanks for tuning in with me and B-Mails over here as we get ready to transition to the next 2. Hope you stay right here to continue enjoying this amazing series of NNL World Series. Best of luck to these 2.
We're just 5 games to go, plenty of content. Believe you're in good hands with Vic and Vulture. No problem. There he is.
Hi, Walter.
Hello.
There he is. Oh. Alright, I'm out of here. Have fun, guys.
Later.
Can you
I'm assuming Nooch held on to that one. What? Oh, they can hear me? Yeah. Here we are in National Netplay League action, game number 3. Let me mute myself so I don't hear my echo here. Game number 3, Luchadors Tumbleweeds. Joining me in the booth, the land legend himself, Vickless Falcon, bringing you live here. Also, GM and manager of the Squirrel Barkers. What have you seen in these first 2 games that's impressed you so far?
Yeah, so I think the stadiums are really coming into play more than I thought they would. Toasty seemed obviously really good here at Mario Stadium, just being so open with the Star Swingers and the home run hitters, but Bowser Castle is kind of neutralized a little bit because Bowser and Fire Bro can hit off the thwomps a little more and the Star Swings aren't as good, so Nooch kind of showed that may be able to extend this series, to 6 or even 7 games if they're both able to hold their home field advantage.
Yep, clearly the biggest take of the storyline so far. Home field's certainly been big as Madge is going to line this one, but there we go. Yet again, the players that have made such a big focus in this series, those 3 green Nokis. You can see them all on the screen right here. Luigi looking to do some damage here, batting .556 on the year, so good, pretty good solid there year for the green machine. He's going to line that one, low liner. Blue blob ends the threat. What were you going to say there, Vic?
Oh, I'm not sure if the stats are just for the series or if they're just stars on in general. So
stars
okay,
on
we're being called stars on in general. Yep,
it gives us an idea. But I like the DK. I like how many different pitchers we've seen here. As Bones is going to rifle that one into the gap, but good discipline there to not go too far. Here's the big bad man himself as well. And Gonzo! There he is, folks. That's just so clutch. It's what he does. That wall jump, you kind of hold your breath a little bit there, but you just feel so good when you have Bowser on your team. I mean, he's one of the biggest confidence boosters that you can have on your roster.
Yeah, and Nooch going with DK this game, I kind of like that just because it, more of a mix-up, especially here at Mario Stadium to try and limit the heavies, but Toasty was ready for that pitch.
Toasty's usually ready for pitches. I mean, offense is a big part of his game. Look at that beautiful line drive. That was not even great contact on that pitch, and that's going to put runners on the quarters there. I mean, I think the green Noki is going to skyrocket in value next year in the NNL, especially for those players that love blobs and setting up situations just like this. And that's cracked. That's deep. That's far. See you later.
Ball. Wow, hot start for Toasty here. In game 3, got a grand slam with blob in game 1 here at Mario Stadium. Gets another home run up to a 5-0 lead. Looks like DK is going to get the early plug.
Get the yank there. Going back to what's worked. Going back to the ace. Smart call there. Don't let any more damage be done. Stop the bleeding, especially with this only being the first.
Yeah, and if you're Nooch here, just stop. Yeah, like you said, stop the bleeding a little bit. You can come back from 5 runs as he showed last game. Able to generate some runs, even though it was at Bowser Castle. So Dixie able to get out of the inning here.
It's a great pitch there. Great couple of outs there after the big fly. 2 quick outs, like we said. And there's Birdo. Now, not a lot of Birdo egg in this series. That's due to no Birdo captain, correct?
Yeah, so Nooch went with DK captain mainly to avoid injury to DK throughout the season. So if whoever was your captain did not have to roll for an injury. So I think that was the right move for his team, just because it'd be more detrimental if DK was out compared to Birdo. So that's ultimately why he's decided to just kind of have Birdo be more of a defensive player, charge hitter.
Ooh, I don't know how that does.
Obviously it's worked out for him to get to this stage.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's good managerial heads up right there. I mean, especially in this mode when Birdo Egg obviously still great, but not nearly as important as in other classic leagues that we see when the stars are off.
Yeah, and Toasty, I think Bowser is his captain, so kind of doing the same strategy. You know, could have had Bowser Jr. captain, but he's got so much chem for Bowser Jr. that it only made sense to have Bowser be captain so he wouldn't get hurt.
Do you think if you have Birdo on your team, you should be looking at Shy Guy like almost 100% later in the rounds? As great play in left field there by Green Noki.
Yeah, and something we've seen from Nooch is the star usage. I know they were talking about it last game. So I'm interested if Nooch is going to keep holding his stars for his line drive star swingers, or if he's going to potentially look to get like Black Shy Guy or Koopa involved with the Pop Fly star.
Bowser getting pitched to again here. Not going to knock Dixie out of this one if he did leave the yard, but he doesn't. Hard hit single. Setting up Fire Bro, and we can be entering dangerous territory here if the firing squad is in full effect.
Yeah, and I think I was kind of saying it in chat, but if you're Nooch, you want to be trying to, if somebody's going to be scoring runs, it needs to be like the Fire Bros and the Bowser Juniors.
Ooh,
You don't want it to be, you don't want it to be Bowser. You don't want it to be the Nokis coming up with runners on base. You want to try and force his lesser players to execute and beat you.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of one of those players that certainly can execute, Red Noki, the difference here, obviously no line drive star swing, but has that thump, certainly that home run potential here. And that's going to be rifled right up the middle there. Great piece of hitting there from Red Noki. And now you got 2 stars in the chamber for Green Noki leading into DK, and you can certainly get back in the inning here with just a couple of good swings. There's a line
Huge
drive.
star chance there, but ends up going to get double play.
So tough right there. Just as we were talking about the potential of this inning, it all just evaporates just like that. That's how it goes, and that's the catch-22 of line drive star swings. But DK is going to end the shutout. DK is going to do his job. And man, that double play stings a little bit more. You feel good about leaving the yard and chipping back away. Stars chance here with Piz Wiz. So certainly plenty of damage potential here, but man, that double play leaves a little bit more foul taste in your mouth than that last time. But Madge isn't even going to get the bat off his shoulders in that at bat.
Yeah, Green Noki doing a great job there. You know, Toasty switching up his pitching, both players. You know, it's a long series, so they're probably going to try and rotate their pitchers a little bit more like we've seen, just to try and get a different look.
Dixie going after Bowser Jr., who's going to hit this one into center. Ron's not going to make the play after a late looks like maybe a late change in thought of how deep that ball really was going. 4 stars in the chamber here for Green Noki, leading into Blob with those. Oh, Nooch is in some trouble here. Great star burn there for strike number 1. Another great star burn there. Let's see if Toasty goes for another star here. Nope. Instead, it's a bunt pullback and not going to get able to do anything there. Great strikeout there from Diggsy. No chem for the Blob. Ooh, he almost lined that one up, though.
Yeah, and we saw Ron miss that ball in the outfield. Something we've seen like this season in Starzone in general is characters like Luigi or Koopa, whether it's balls like that or like a fireball, it'll bounce back them and go back to the wall. So the smaller hitbox do come into play at times for sure.
And there's that defense we talked about from Birdo earlier. Big spot there, no damage done. Toasty probably feeling like a missed opportunity in that one here. Luigi trying to do some damage now. That's going to be deep and far, but Green Noki is going to make the play. Backing up, Green Noki on the bump.
Yeah, I think the charge pitch got an early charge there out of Nooch, and it was just enough to give Noki the time to get to it.
Great piece of hitting from Birdo. As that's a lot of hits right back up the middle. You can tell the timing is there. Let's see what happens with Black Shy Guy with Chem, and it's a pop fly star swing. That's going to be Green Noki making the play yet again. No damage done here in game number 3 of the NNL World Series. It's a pitch on the outside, 1-0.
Yeah, and it's going to be, I was mentioning the pop fly stars here at Mario Stadium. You almost have to hope that you can pull that star swing to the right field fence. Otherwise, it's going to be really hard to hit a home run.
Great piece of hitting there from Ron. Let's see what Dixie can do here. No tech available. Still going for the charge, though. Home stadium certainly been a massive factor in this series here so far. It's a big strike out there, Dixie able to, that's what's, you know, if you're new, you're a little frustrated there when you see 7 to 8 hits and the score being the difference of 4. Let's see if he can continue to put up some zeros and get his offense on the board. See if Toasty can take full control of this game and put it into full throttle here.
Yeah, careful pitching from Nooch on that, or from Toasty on that last at bat. Didn't throw, I don't think threw a single strike to Dixie, but was able to get Nooch to chase him.
Nooch, unfortunately, has got the chase bug. It's something that's very hard and something that all Mario baseball players deal with. And Dixie's been able to make a big impact since coming back into this game here. We might see different pitchers, but we might see Nooch continue to go to what's working, because Dixie has certainly worked here and there. Not all the time, as we saw in that game 1, but Dixie still clearly shows that she can be effective after 4 straight innings of no score for the Tumbleweeds. And the Luchadors got to start doing something here as time's running out in this ball game. They've been able to manage every situation so far, just haven't been able to create enough of their own. Perfect.
Yeah, both games here at Mario Stadium, Toasty having a huge first inning and then, you know, slowing down a little bit after that. So, you know, if they do make it back here, or they will make it back here, I guess, for a game 5, it's interesting to see if Nooch maybe tries to adjust in the first inning a little bit.
1 and 2 now. A lot of
Noki on green Noki on green.
Staying
Noki
outside the
action here.
Noki, that's for
Wow.
sure.
Great pitch.
Phenomenal pitch there. DK charging, pumps it deep and far. That's his second home run of the day. That's the second run for the Luchadors. And that's what he does. That's what DK does. He just helps you chip away. Plenty of star swings now for Pizwiz, again with 2 outs. You got to get the bat off your shoulder. You got to be aggressive with Madge here. You know, I've been really disappointed in these last 2 at-bats. Those were the last 2 at-bats for Yellow Madge have honestly been abysmal. You got to be better than that with Madge.
Yeah, and we see, you know, DK homering, but, you know, Toasty known for, you know, putting out videos on how to wall jump, but not able to activate the wall jump with Bowser Jr. there.
Got his ass indeed. 1 and 2 here to Bowser. No outs, but he's going to crank one deep and far. Luigi's not going to have a play. That's gone. See you later. The big bad King Koopa himself continues to be a force. Toasty's first run since the first inning, and here's Fire Bro looking to keep the damage alive.
That may have hit Fire Bro without a swing there. Able to get the line drive down, though.
Fire Bro certainly loves the NNL, probably the only league where he is appreciated. Most other places, he still has quite the stigma against him. As Bowser Jr. is going to grip it and rip it. Oh, enough to leave the yard, but almost an incredible Luigi wall jump attempt. Bowser Jr. just blew this game wide open on what appears to be a hee-haw swamp monkey.
Yeah, that looked like a good super jump. And then I thought it was just going to hit the wall if he didn't catch it, but it had so much carry that it left the yard.
I agree. That looked like a really good super jump, but instead it's 2 runs for Toasty. Hesitation from Birdo there. Gonna get the out. Toasty sipping from what appears to be some sort of beverage, and that's gonna be another.
Oh, that
blue
ball
ball.
is out of here.
No doubt about it. Toasty is taking complete control of this one in this inning. Here, up 7 in the bottom of the 5th. Only 1 out. Star left here for Green Noki.
Yeah, gonna stick with Dixie here. I do wonder, pitching wise, I mean, I know it'll be tough to come back from 7 runs, so I do wonder maybe if you do want to try and, you know, save Dixie, not let Toasty see any more Dixie pitches, to maybe try and go to someone else to finish out the game. It'll also be interesting to see if either player like switches the handedness of their pitcher. Like maybe we'll see a lefty Dixie or a lefty DK at some point. But
do you think
Dixie
it matters
able
too much to get Dixie out of it after seeing Dixie for 3 games? Is there going for the?
Yeah, I mean probably not. But yeah, just trying to think of, you know, this is such a weird format in like a 7-game series.
Reps. You know, if you're going to roll Dixie out right again in game 4, it might be good again to break up that timing.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do.
I think you're going to have to get creative, I think, here. I think if you're Nooch especially, you know, you're feeling confident going back to the castle. of course, but knowing you're coming back here for game 5, I'm sure he's already, you got to be willing to do something to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and he's been alrighty pitching so far, which I think most people would say is what you want to do, just because then you can kind of use the outside of the plate more. But I mean, I know there's some players, like I guess me too, like I like the lefty on lefty matchup just because you can curve the ball like in front of the batter across the plate. So it'll be, I wonder if that's something maybe he's thinking about as well.
Well, so many people are used to just seeing the default arm, you know, so
Right.
I think changing pitching arms is something, especially in classic leagues, where you can really explore. Maybe not so much in your standard net play game, but certainly an opportunity in classic here. And if you're Nucci, you got to be willing to do something different, I think, because Toasty plays a lot of ball. So, you know, if you have a pattern, he's going to recognize it. And that's going to be a nasty star swing there from Green Bones. And B-Mills there, formerly the Red Bones fan, but proving himself at Slice to be Blue Bones fan. B-Mills says the Buff Cat call, of course. Gotta add the Swamp Donkey into the repertoire now after that call. Bowser getting another opportunity here. I guess I don't hate it at this point, but this game's gonna get close to a mercy here, an inning early if Bowser leaves the yard. But he's not.
Yeah, I like pitching to Bowser there. Not too much to lose. You know, maybe gain some confidence pitching to Bowser moving forward, so it worked out.
Yeah, no, I agree. It really, what you're feeling, I don't think it's not a bad thing if you're kind of feeling like this one's lost. You got a whole series to get back into it and things of that nature. So, especially when you're Nucci and you're sitting, you got 10 hits. You just need the ball to bounce the right way for you, and this game's a little different.
Yeah, and Red Noki, unfortunately, you know, that low traj. I think we've seen Green Noki be really good, but I feel like Red and Blue this season have kind of struggled a little bit looking at some of the averages. So,
yeah,
the line drive
if
star
I'm
is so
for
powerful.
me, I'm only interested in Anoki if it's green. I'm just not I am not a Pianta player. Just Pianta and PD put me as like I see why people love those characters. DK gonna go down on strikes. Toasty's gonna take a 2-1 lead here. Again, home field been the difference in this one, and it is just a moment where I think in this league, especially now as we're finishing up season 3 and we're gonna go to season 4, I know what I like in this league and I know what I want, and I'm kind of going for that. You know, I don't think I have, at least right now, I'm not in a place where I want to do a lot of experimenting, and I think that's on full display with Toasty's team right here. He had an opportunity to get a bunch of Nokis, which he loves. He's great with a blob. Plus, he has Bowser. Why not get Bowser Jr. as well? I mean, Toasty, ran his team flawlessly this season, and really not a surprise to see him in the top spot yet again.
Right. I'm kind of the same way. I feel like my team, I did like better than I did last season, but I felt like my team was worse just because I had Yellow Fellow. I kind of had to pick him where he was for the value. I tried like pitching him a little bit, and he was pretty solid. And his bat was like okay. I just couldn't replicate what other people do with the Piantas. So definitely, yeah, I think we're gonna see line drive star swingers. You know, whether we do like a snake or an auction draft, we're gonna see line drive star swingers going quickly or for a lot of money. They've just shown to be so much more valuable. Halfway through the season, I made a trade. I traded the Red Noki he's been playing for Green Bones, and I'd say it's worked out for both teams because he's been able to use Red Noki fairly well. But it was a huge boost to my team because I only had like one star swinger, and then I had 2. So they've definitely shown their value. And you know, Toasty he's able to win so many star chances because anytime Bones or the Nokis come up with a star chance, he basically just gets it back. So, but yeah, we're gonna go to Castle here. We saw in game 2 that Castle kind of held down Toasty's offense a little bit, and it did help Nooch a little. Was able to get a DK homer, out of the way of the Thwomps. So we'll see what happens.
Want to thank our host tonight, Matt Gree on YouTube, one of your premier YouTube homes for Mario Superstar Baseball content. Streaming all his games, bringing you all of his net play action and commentary here on YouTube.com. I think it's /Matt Gree, but Matt Gree is the profile. I don't really know how it works here on YouTube as much, but check it out if you want. Plenty of Mario Baseball action here on the channel. Looks like I'm not in on the chat, so not quite sure what's being discussed here by our two players at the moment here. Potential. We've got a wrong bones moment here. So
that's like actually
we're going to have to do
massive.
a return to menu. Absolutely.
Or I wonder if they're saying he has to play with the worst bones because he picked the worst bones.
Is it on his
That would
team?
be pretty funny. Oh, they're gonna redraft.
If he's on the roster, I believe he should play. Personally.
Well,
if he's not on the roster,
no,
you have to play the players on
yeah.
your roster. That's what
I don't know if he is. I think it was just a. I don't think he has an extra bones.
Juan Gabriel says, sometime I wonder, since stars are not obligatory on Stars On, has someone ever won or at least decided to not star someone as a tactic play? I think this has been explored. I think this has been an idea that someone has thought about. Me personally, I don't like it. You're either all in or you're all out.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
I think it has a really cool. I think that has really cool classic potential.
Well, I just think, I don't know, I think we probably just need to look into the rule set for Stars On, and I think we need to just make it so that all star characters are on, and then I think there's kind of it's almost like another
it's technically
mode,
not
like
against the rules, I guess.
Right. I'm saying like right now it's not, but I think personally I think it should be, just because, I don't know, like somebody like Waluigi, I almost wonder if you would like want their star. Like, it's basically how many characters could you have their star off to get some singles bats hits and like kind of hide them in the, maybe like the corner infield or a catcher or something. But that almost is like a mixed stars mode at that point. But yeah, I guess I don't know what other people think about that, but when I think of Stars On, I think like everybody's star character is turned on.
Yeah, I think it's if you're in a situation like you're playing, like I said, a classic or something, and you're drafting or you're picking a specific player or something like that.
Yeah,
that's
I
what it is.
think for NNL, I don't know if there's anything in the rules about it, but I think if we called up
you
Brew,
won't
he
see
would
it
say,
in NNL.
he would say all stars need to be on for sure.
I can almost guarantee you won't see it on the Moonballers. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
But here we go. Pivotal game 4 here, I'd say, that's a big time jump catch from Madge here. If you're Nucci, you got. I really feel like a player like Toasty, you don't want to go down multiple games. You got to be able to go blow for blow.
Yeah, lives with the Bowser single there. Still got to deal Fire Bro with Ken.
This could go to the parking lot. We certainly know it can. And that ball's launched, but it's not going to be enough. DK's Clamber's not going to get there.
The star, too.
Yep,
wow.
And that's going to bounce really far away. I don't think Laser's going to have a play maybe there, though. It might have been close, but I don't think enough. I think that's just going to be a pretty standard RBI double there for Fire Bro. Bowser Jr. looking to get in on the fun. Like we said, back
he's saying, oh wow, that's gonna be off the swamp, not quite through the gap there. Season chat saying he's got to make bones righty. Why leave him less lefty? I do wonder if Toasty's maybe he wanted to try a different approach, but he is hitting kind of right into Madge there, so maybe trying to bait a run there, not able to get it.
Hemmed up blue blob has been such a factor in this series. And no super jump. It's the dive instead. Extra bases. Another extra base hit for the blob.
Yeah, another
certainly a different story here for Toasty at the castle compared to game 2. Full control, double chem. There's a beautiful line drive. Star swing. This should score 2. Laser perhaps. Nope. Going to second. Trying to cut off any potential of Green Noki advancing. Toasty locking in here in the top of the first. The Luchador's got to get something. A big sigh from Nooch as he's trying to get back into this one, trying to get back with his ace in Dixie. But no surprise that we're seeing these two teams here at the end of the season, Vic. 1-2 in a ton of categories. Been a great series so far. I think these two teams... Bermuda! And DK gets the dive to recover. But these two teams very well run, very well managed, and great clubhouse presence, I think, from a lot of players on these teams.
Oh man, Toasty bats around here in the first. Gonna try and get the lefty star swing down here. He's able to do that. It could be big.
He can be
trouble
in
for
real
Nooch.
big
He's gonna get the
trouble.
swing down here.
Bowser chemmed up now.
Ooh.
Double chemmed
Yeah, I
up. He
mean-
touches this thing, and it's just gonna go.
Yeah, I think you almost have to walk there. You have to eat the run, but you got to take your chance with Fireball here.
And it's
Oh,
perfect! Ding dong doodaloo parking lot!
Wow.
Watch out for your car. That one's shattering a windshield. He didn't miss that one at all. Nooch hangs his head after he hung that pitch right to Fire Bro. We got mercy territory here, folks. What a complete
Yeah,
flip.
That's kind of what we were saying. I think he maybe left Dixie in a little too long there. I think maybe at like 5-0 after he gotten the 2 runs from Blob to, but it's also kind of like who does he even go to at this point? I don't know if he wants to pitch a Noki. He's not going to pitch Birdo. So he's basically got to either go DK or just stick with Dixie.
DK was not effective in Game 3 whatsoever, getting knocked out in the first inning after giving up 5. That's the 3rd out of the inning here. Now, the Luchadors got to score here.
And you got a star chance. You got a looks like a lefty Noki, so that's kind of what we are talking about. Toasty switching it up.
Like we said, maybe
Gotta
these
get on
adjustments.
base.
Maybe he's seen this infield construction. Big star swing there from Noki. DK certainly a character that can prevent the mercy.
Good eye here on these first 2 pitches.
Yeah, and that's great. That's both of these at bats were great approaches too, especially when you find yourself down considerable amount early. Exactly what you need to do. Madge with 2 stars here. You're in a good spot to avoid the mercy, but that's tough right there, and even tougher on a double play. And Luigi here has to get on to make this game continue. He just whiffs on those 2 pitches. And that's strike 3. It's a first inning mercy in Game 4. Toasty in absolute control of this series. Wow. Toasty did indeed.
What a performance
set it up.
there.
Yeah, I mean
inning.
that is Toasty did that to me this year as well. But it was a perfect game. I didn't get any hits, so man, tough one there for the Luchadors. But Toasty, 1 win away from back-to-back NNL World Series titles. The Tumbleweeds, certainly the force of the NNL. Are we rocking and rolling? Who's coming up next year?
I could probably stay on since that was so cool.
I'm gonna roll off. Yes, my voice honestly is still a little hoarse from the weekend, and folks.
Yeah, I can
Toast-
stay on for one more, and Greg can hop in.
We'll see what happens. Enjoy the NNL, Matt. Great, thank you for having me, Vickless. Pleasure as always. Congratulations again on one of the greatest weekends in Mario Superstar Baseball history. And let's see what happens here. Let's see Nooch make some history here and come back 3-1. Let's see if Nooch can unlock his inner LeBron James. I'll leave you with the rest, your 2 wonderful hosts for the rest of the series.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who Nooch puts on the bump. I mean, his options here are, he could try a Koopa. He could try, Black Shy Guy, the Krasny special. We could see maybe DK. I didn't check any handedness there. See if he flipped anyone. But I think as good of a pitcher Dixie is, I think you'd either have to make her lefty or go to someone else this point, especially after getting mercied at home. You're going to be up against it here. Top of the first, really need a strong start to maybe give yourself some comfort going into that bottom of the first where Toasty's just been dominating.
Yeah, and Toasty home here, looking to close it out in front of the home crowd. And you're going to be on Toasty's side for this one.
he's been able to get some good hits with DK in the first innings here, or at least when Noki's been on base, he's kind of been able to capitalize. So early 2-1 count. Gonna get a full count here.
Pushes it here. Fire Bro tracking. Makes the catch.
Yeah, haven't seen any stolen bases or hit and run opportunities. You know, here at Mario Stadium, that probably maybe work better than at Bowser Castle. So, you know, especially for Nooch with his limited star hitters, could be a way to generate some runs.
Yeah, Luigi here looking to put it in the outfield. Puts it out. Bowser Jr. here at the wall. Jump catch. Sack fly for Luigi. That's what you're looking for. Home run. Put it right in the right spot for the home run. Just not enough, not nice enough of contact there.
Yeah, and that's a massive boost. Even if Toasty's able to get a couple runs across here in the bottom of the first, Nooch very much going to be in this game.
Just the one run for Nooch this inning, but you know, it's good. It's good to see one go up on the board, especially after getting 10-0'd last game.
It's a good star burn, even though Star Chance probably going to be spending again.
Oh,
wow,
perfect
what a
contact. Just a single though.
And you can probably, no, he's not gonna pitch. Gonna test Fire Bro again. Fire Bro's so good, but also low trad. You almost just got to play the percentages and hope he doesn't hit a perfect.
There's your low trad. Oh, but he missed a second base.
Oh, no tag.
Yeah, he thought he stepped on
I think
second.
he had plenty of time.
He had a lot more time. Could have just gone for the tag, taken a few more steps over to second base. Either way.
Yeah, I did wonder if he was maybe going to be careful with Fire Bro and maybe just start to resort to, you know, having Bowser Jr. Be the one to beat him, but gets the strikeout. 2 outs here. But you know Noki's going to be looking for a line drive star.
And there it is, right up the middle. And that error there in the field costing Nooch a run. It's the second base. Missed that double play. Now Noki with 2 outs is able to put that through. And now Pianta looking to make Nooch really pay for that error. It's just a low trad. Gonna score another run though.
Yeah, as much as Toshi's been hitting this inning, it's actually been okay if he, you know, maybe if you can limit a single here
Are we walking?
and get to Koopa.
Just an inside pitch. Noki here with the charge, send it to center field. That was deep, but hit it to the deepest part of the park, unfortunately. So,
wow, no star usage there. You know, maybe just wants to keep that star lead throughout the game here. Had the lead, maybe was content with, you know, getting out of the inning, not burning another star there.
yeah, those are runners on first and second, right? So,
Yeah, so he would have had to hit really well to score a run too, and maybe he was thinking the same thing we were, to not burn a star and just potentially waste it if Koopa couldn't get on.
just out of the reach of Pianta there. 1 out single for Dixie. That one's hit to the wall. Bowser Jr. not going to be able to make the play, so first and second here.
Yeah, Bowser Jr. doesn't have great performances in the outfield, but so far this series hasn't been able to get the ball as much. Does have that chem to third though, which is nice.
Double play.
Too.
There's that chem coming into play on Toasty's team. Great infielders there. And gets the job done, so it's back to Toasty here batting in the bottom of the second. Perfect contact, but low traj. Unfortunate there from Greg. There's that star usage. No one on base. 2 outs. I'm a little surprised by that one. But you lead into Bowser. I guess you had 3 stars. I lost track how many stars he had. Makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, and risky business here. Gets 2 early strikes, though.
Good pitching there. Gets out of the inning. Right down the line. We've seen Nooch's Donkey Kong do it all series long. Can he put another one out? That one's high. It's to the wall. Bowser Jr. at the wall with the wall jump. Keeps
Does
out.
make the catch.
Keeps that ball in the park. First out of the inning. This is gonna be 2. That
Oh,
Chem.
Bones just sliding over.
I was a little worried when I saw him slide over the base, but his yellow match plus that Chem.
Yeah, staying with Dixie's not gonna give up.
Oh,
Great
that is.
bobble here. Yeah, gonna make the catch.
That's a great wall jump. That timing was impeccable because he was very far away from the wall, but the ball was leaving the park very quickly, and he timed it well enough to make sure he got within the range of the wall, but also had time for Luigi to jump up there and grab it.
Yeah, and a sneaky slap there. Didn't use a star. Wanted to get Blob up, and now that's going to leave 2 stars for Noki when she comes up here, but he may not use him again. I think he's waiting for his time to strike when there's maybe runners at second and third or the bases are loaded. We'll see here, though.
Oh, Madge with a nasty catch there. Ends the inning. Takes that Noki hit off the board. Nooch here with no stars. No star chance either. Great dive by Green Bones there in the infield for the first out.
Birdo with no stars. Gonna hit one deep here. That's gonna be an out.
Great hit there from Shy Guy.
And maybe looking for a tech. Yeah, definitely a tech opportunity. Gonna get the
Hold.
single.
Works out even through the pole.
We're gonna have 2 on here. Red Koopa, I think you gotta try and pull the ball here. He does. It's gonna be foul. Bowser Jr. can't make the play. So Nooch lives on. Great pitch on the inside there. Toasty's lefty Noki. Been pitching pretty well so far. Didn't get to see a lot of it in game 4, but showing out here so far.
Dixie with the first out of the inning, strikeout. Toasty here, Greg into Green Bones, which is right into the top of the lineup. So if he gets Green Bones on here, will be instantly threatening. This one's put towards the gap. Green Noki's not going to be there. It's going to be a 1-out double here.
Yeah, and that's huge because this is the bottom of the lineup for Toasty. Like the 2 Koopas, you know, are who you're looking to generate some outs from. And now you're gonna have to get most likely you're gonna have to get Bowser or Bro or Bowser Jr. with Cam out.
That ball was scorched, but just foul. Good pitch there.
Great strikeout.
Got Toasty leaning in initially, but came outside and or came inside and forced him to take that pitch.
Yeah, dangerous spot here. We'll see if Nooch tiptoes around Fire Bro here. Gets the early, or the, gets the push there with Fire Bro. And able to get the out. That's a huge out. Keeps the game within 1 run. No stars, though. He's got to look to get a couple of Nokis on here and try to get something going. Quick 2 outs here. DK with a star chance, though. Gonna be looking to hit another one out. Has had great discipline on these inside pitches so far.
Right as you say that.
And as I said, he swings at one.
And two.
Swings at another one. Hasn't been swinging at those. Oh, Toasty almost gets the strike 3 there.
There it is.
And he just hangs it over the plate. Bowser Jr. can't make the catch, and that's going to be another home run for DK in this World Series. And that's going to give him a 3-1 lead here. Oh, 2-2, tied up. Sorry about that. And now that is a star chance. He's going to capitalize. You know, interesting usage there. Now, he is one of his only star hitters, so it does bring Luigi up. He keeps the inning going. Now you're going to have Birdo up with 2 on.
I think
I
Birdo
don't think we've seen... Yeah, we haven't seen too much from Birdo.
Hit center field a bunch, and there's the to center field, but this one should be down. Yeah, it's out of the reach of Noki. Nooch taking the lead here. Holding Luigi would have been close, but Piante there had the laser. Probably gets Luigi, I'm not sure.
Yeah, and he was able to get Birdo into second there at the end. And now you got Shy Guy with Chem. Really going to be looking to put one out here.
Had great contact last at bat, was just low trash, but it was still a hit. You're happy if that happens again here.
Ooh, just couldn't line it up.
Nooch
This would be a
taking
humongous win for Nooch. Coming on the road here where it's kind of a struggle the games 1 and 3. But getting back to Castle for some redemption after that Mercy would be massive.
Yeah, has not won a game here at the stadium this series. Which stadium do you think would be the most hostile environment in terms of fans? Like,
Well, I know Peach Garden actually does have some fans there. I'm guessing probably like...
let's say all
like
stadiums
Royal
have
Palace.
fans. I know like not all
Fans,
stadiums are
yeah.
shown having fans, but which stadium do you think?
I mean, probably Wario Palace. I don't know, I just could see fans heckling the fielders when the ball's in the tornado and kind of distracting them that way.
Yeah,
I think that's probably
the chain
biggest
chomps
way
as
they
well.
can-
Probably pretty
Yeah.
loud when they're not in play still.
Yeah.
A Hell's Hero saying, "OMG, is that what Toasty and Nooch look like IRL?" Acting like he hasn't seen them before.
Yeah, hasn't seen his Canadian brother in a hot minute.
Yeah, they probably changed their look quite a bit from the last time you've seen them. Great slap there from Noki. 2 Nokis on, 2 outs.
You're probably going to see the top of the lineup one more time. So it'd be nice to maybe get out of the inning here.
Going for the hit and run. We're back safe though.
Yeah, don't mind that call at all.
Caught there on the
Okay,
outside though.
Dixie's been proving me in Baltimore wrong here. I think we thought Dixie the book was out on her, but he's been able to settle in here and pitch a great game.
Oh, that is, well, Green Koopa has that big, that low weight, big pushback, avoids double play because of it, but almost turn 2 there. This one will turn 2 is, yeah, with that chem.
Yes, it will. Okay, he's got 6 more outs to record here. Can he get to Bowser with 2 outs? That would be huge. Maybe you consider pitching there.
Perfect!
Wow.
Unbelievable hit there. Bang is for sure. Ties the game with Green Koopa, and now you're threatening Green Bones in the top of your lineup. And we see 1 star get burnt. Toasty opted to slap last time. He's charging here. Line drive out.
Right
So
on the edge. Yeah, I think he goes for the sneaky strike there, doesn't get it.
might just be pitching around Bowser this at bat. Nope, throws that one over the plate. Bowser rips it foul. This one sent to the wall. It's gonna be out of here.
Gonna be out of here.
Toasty
Got the
taking the
switch.
lead.
Got the switched fielder there, and I don't think Luigi gets to that anyway.
This one looks to be in the park. Oh, but it's a dive instead of a jump. Maybe Nooch was going for the wall jump. He just needed to stand there. Catch that one. And it's perfect from Bowser Jr. Toasty popping off. What a inning here. We've seen 2 perfect hits and another home run. 3 home runs this inning.
Yeah, Bowser Jr. with Chem kind of showing to be nice lately and able to capitalize there.
Personally, I'm ripping the star there. Bring up Chem for Pianta. You've been doing work all inning. If you get a big enough lead, you're not even going to see the back end, the bottom of the 7th. So doesn't matter. 4 runs there. Toasty 3 outs away from clinching this NNL season here at Mario Stadium. But Nooch
Great
not
slap.
going away.
Gets the perfect slap. No stars though. Looks like we might see a pitching change here. We're gonna go to Blue Blob. You know, yellow's usually the pitcher, but we're gonna see if he's got it. He won't be able to swap Blob out here if he struggles, so he's gonna need to probably close it out here. Gets the strikeout. I think you got to be teching here. Yeah, it looks like he is.
Just get those base runners on, and if it gets high trash, put it out of here. What you need to do would cut it to a 1-run lead. There's perfect, but it's pull. Is it going to stay in the yard? No, not a shot. Way over the head of Bowser Jr. Nooch brings it to 1 run here.
Yeah, this is really interesting now.
And a
You know,
star chance.
I don't know how much Toasty has pitched Blue Blob. Maybe he's brought him in a few times, but you know, if we're able to get 1 more hit here, things are gonna get really interesting.
This is out on that star chance. Doesn't matter too much. You have Birdo and Shy Guy here. Nooch really needs to lock in. There's a hit. Up the middle. Now you bring up Shy Guy with Chem. And that one's to the wall. Is it gonna be out of here? It's a comeback home run. A missed jump from Toasty, and Nooch has taken the lead. We've had 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th, and now 5 here in the top of the 7th.
Wow, and again, just not able to get the wall jump. That one was tricky timing just because the ball was so high in the air and had Chem, but it's able to leave the yard.
So we will see the bottom of the 7th. But Nooch might not be over yet. He's still looking for more.
Yeah, and the same thing happened to me against Flatty in the west or in the east semis, bringing in Yellowfell to try and get the save, and he was able to get enough runs to come back on me.
Plenty of stars here for Toasty. 2 with a star chance. Nooch gets 1 burnt. I mean, you got to be burning the second one, I feel like. There it is. gets the star back, and it's going to be a leadoff single.
Yeah, he's gotta get like one hit here with the Koopas. At least. I mean, you can still get Bowser up with 2 outs, but if you can get one hit here, you're feeling really good.
Yeah, you had that 1 star in the pocket for Green Bones. That one's towards the gap. It's going to be down. Runner's going to be on second and third, 1 out. I mean, I don't star here. Green Bones hits his third base. That could be an easy double play. We've seen him hit it to match a few times already this series. Or you gotta be... Oh, it's a walk.
Oh.
I don't think you wanted to do that. Double Chem Bowser here.
Yeah.
Just got to put it in the air, and this one is going to be over. Or, I mean, tied back up. I forget. It's a 1-run lead.
I was almost gonna say he should potentially strike himself out with buns.
Uh-oh. That is going to do it. Bowser ends this NNL season. Toasty takes this series 4-1 over Nooch. And what a crazy final 1.5 innings. We saw a total of 12 runs scored in these last 1.5 innings. Wouldn't have wanted the season to end any other way. And what a series for both players.
Yeah, and as we saw all season with this Toasty team, after he drafted both PD Piranhas, trades them both away, and gets, Fire Bro gets another Noki, just built a great team around Bowser. Ultimately was just unstoppable, especially at Mario Stadium. The stadium was perfect because it had the short right field for Bowser, the short right field for Fire Bro. And then after that, the stadium down the lines are so wide that the Nokis could just dominate with the line drive star swing, and then that also let, Blue Blob, be able to do well as well. We saw Blue Blob come in at the end there, not able to get the save. Pianta's just, as we've seen in net play history, for whatever reason, Pianta's just cannot close, but he's able to, he still had the bottom of the 7th to get it done, and Bowser gets it done.
Yeah. And we saw Toasty save that star in the top of the 6th. I said, why save it? Or bottom of the 6th, I'm sorry. And he needed it there in the bottom of the 7th. So great call from the player there. That's why he's playing the game. I'm sitting here at home commentating.
Yeah, and it's going to be a really interesting offseason. Maury and I were talking today. We kind of have a say with Brew and kind of potential changes to be made, and kind of what we've seen the last couple of seasons is we've seen a couple of unintentional super teams emerge. So we're starting to already brainstorm ways to maybe rein that in a little bit. But Toasty made some great moves this season. Like I said, making the trades that he did, and ultimately just too much offense for any team to be able to match.
Yeah, one of the things I'm most looking forward to next season is a Rio community. No more sending people stat files. We'll have these scripts in much better shape running through NNL stats versus just some stars on stats. Shout out to the Rio team for getting that in order, and I'm sure that's gonna be a big feature next season. Excited for it. But other than that, I think we're gonna wrap up stream. Congrats to Chris Toasty. Vickles, you played last season. Toasty won last season as well. Is that correct?
I want to say Remke won last season. I'm not sure about season 1.
Oh, I forget. This is the 3rd season.
Yeah.
Maybe it was season 1. Steve was saying.
Yeah.
Toasty won.
Yeah.
I feel
This is season. Yeah. So this is season 3. There's been from when we first started. It's grown. It's expanded. This year I would say we really tried to lock down on. Some of the problems we had with season 2 was just like having a consistent schedule, everyone getting their matches in. So this season we didn't really tweak too much. We changed a few characters around, but we really focused on like having a set schedule and a set trade deadline and set playoffs. And I think it worked really well. I think we finished the playoffs pretty much on schedule, other than we had Slice this past weekend, but that was totally fine to put it off for this. So there might be a little summer break here. We'll see. But yeah, next season should be a lot of fun. We'll see how many people come back. Maybe there will be some new players. We're maybe looking to have some rules where someone could maybe have a character beyond one season if they wanted to give them that option. So yeah, there's a lot of NNL still going to be played.
Yeah, and I can announce I will be back. So in case anyone was worried that the Remember It Wasn't Me's were not returning, well, that team name specifically will not be returning, but I will be. And it's going to be even better. Baltor will be back with Tuesday Night Baseball, he said. So that should be a lot of fun. And yeah, have a break. Have some off-season time, and we will be back at some point, probably in a couple months, a month or two. But thank you, everyone, for tuning into the World Series. Thanks to all the players in NNL. Really kept us on schedule. We didn't have any really delays or anyone dropping, so that was always that's always fun in a league. Don't run into too many issues with players. And until next season, thank you, everyone.